Just messaging Mijo off stream. That's funny. Wait, oh yeah, we are in US East. I did remember to do it. Was that when I started hosting the marble racing channel? No, it was before that. I saw this guy, what's his name again? I just said it a couple of minutes ago. Why can't I remember? Ah, disappointed in my brain. I'm an old man. Aussie man. Aussie man. He commentated a marble race. I might show it to you guys after this because it's really funny. It's very, very funny. But if you're watching on YouTube, I'll probably chop this. I'll clip this before I show the marble race on stream, so you'll have to go find it yourself. Anyway, to the game. We've got Mijo, the new highest rated American 1v1 player against Plu'oh, who has been on my stream a few times, or Plu'oh, as he's affectionately known, courtesy of Mega Shogun. Bit of a risky challenge there. He might not be able to make it back in time, and he won't. That's a bit cheeky by Plu'oh to get things going. Throwing himself into what I can only imagine was an attempted wall block, but Mijo just gets around the ball, cuts it in field. Please show the marble race. I will. I'll show it on my stream after this game. I'll show it on my stream. It's very funny. It inspired me to become good at like commentating random things. Alright, Mijo's got a great start here. Plu'oh not respecting how close Mijo was right here. He's spacing as if Mijo is really far away. And Mijo's actually just right there. Plu'oh needs to be a bit more careful. Opt into a 50-50. Title? I've already changed the title. You need to refresh your stream if the title is wrong. Yeah, Mijo yesterday, for those of you who don't know, apparently was beating Dapper pretty consistently on Dapper's stream. And, you know, the best players in the world, they take games off each other any given day. You might have, you know, Dapper smashing Mijo one day, and then Mijo might get the better of Dapper another day, and vice versa. So I wouldn't take that as, yep, Mijo is now the best player in North America. But what I would take it as is that Mijo is currently in form, or potentially in form, and Plu'oh is going to have a rough game. Or Plu'oh, I should call him Plu'oh. He's literally called his car Plu'oh, or his Steam account Plu'oh, I should say. Is this a Sparkles boost trail? We've got Alpha Boost discount right here for Mijo. If anybody wants to use Alpha Boost but you don't have it, you've got three options. You've got either the Sparkles boost, which we're currently seeing, or the standard yellow, or the flamethrower yellow. My personal favorite, flamethrower yellow. I actually said it in the last cast that flamethrower yellow, it's got a really cool like afterburner, like the glow that it leaves behind your car is red, despite the fact the boost is yellow, which I think is pretty cool. You think Aussie Man is... Yeah, Aussie Man's hilarious. The Game of Thrones recaps are unbelievably good. I've watched every single one of those. Nice interception here by Mijo. He knows it's on target, but barely. Wow, the confidence by Mijo. He's got to be thinking that this was a little bit more into the net than it actually was. This was barely in. Plu'oh knows it might stay out, so he's on the way back, but posting in is the result. Flamethrower Pink is love. Flamethrower Pink is weeb, dude. All the weebs use Flamethrower Pink. Will Plu'oh be able to bring back this game? He's in a rough spot right now. Good challenge though. He had not much boost to work with. Almost none actually to work with. Maybe Sparkle Boost is the secret to Mijo's success. That's what made him take rank 1. He got really good at ones very quickly, did Mijo, because he never played ones until he teamed up with Dapper, I believe. Well, when I say never, I mean he never took it that seriously until he teamed up with Dapper, and then obviously Dapper, being the best 1v1 player in America at the time, may have inspired Mijo to get better at ones himself. I think that they're both still teamed together, Dapper and Mijo. They are good friends, I can tell you that much. Right now he's rinsing Plu'oh just a little bit quicker to a lot of challenges. Is the biggest difference between these guys at the moment. Plu'oh under pressure in his own corner. Panic flipped at the ball and missed it. 4-0 is the score, obviously. Plu'oh desperately needs to start getting some momentum in this game, and Mijo, I'm very interested to see, will he be able to defend with consistency? Because before, when he's been on my channel, his offense has always really impressed me. His speed and his finishing in offense, very, very impressive. And he even, you know, started bounce dribbling pretty early. I wonder if he picked up that boost. He tried to catch it on the respawn. I don't think he did. Yeah, the mid boost is still up if you guys look over on that side of the screen. So Mijo tried to meet it right as it respawned. What a shot by Mijo! Look at this guy. Just launching long shots in for days. Plu'oh with no chance to save this one. He would have almost certainly had to pre-jump. Figured out a bit too late that the ball was on target. Fix the chat. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh well. Mijo, Dapper, Hot Wheels Sid, and Timmy. Really? They picked up Hot Wheels Sid? That's interesting. So, oh yeah, whoever has said that the massive YouTube channel knows about me, where did they mention me? Do they have a video where they give me a shout out or something? I'd love to see it. It's always funny seeing shout outs on bigger channels. Oh my goodness, Mijo just dribbles Plu'oh with ease right here, making it 6-0. Pluto's not even moving. He knows he just got utterly rinsed right here by Mijo. Really expected Mijo to take the ball into the midfield, but Mijo says, nah, I'm gonna go around you this side if you don't mind. I should get Wolf from Gladiators versus Paul Daniels Ghost. That would be a game. I would cast that for sure. That was such a beautiful dribble by Mijo. He's looking for more demos. He's already scored because of one. Can't catch up to Plu'oh on this occasion. Plu'oh desperately needs to just try and get a foothold in this game. Oh, the crossbar saves him from 7-0. That would have been a monster dunk. He's feathering the boost as Mijo just to make sure that he's staying absolutely max speed. Obviously, boosting supersonic is max speed, and you know, supersonic without boosting is slightly slower if I'm not mistaken. Oh, the interception again by Mijo. He's got an open net, but the ball will not sit pretty. He's got a tight angle shot. Shoots it far post, gets it in. Plu'oh down by 7. Mijo has definitely elevated his ones game to a whole other level right now. I know Pluto's been focusing on 3v3 because he recently came back from RLCS Amsterdam, so he's probably been focusing mainly on threes. But he is still a very solid ones player. Good at long shots, good goalkeeper, and just generally good at spacing in defense. But Mijo's just been able to take him apart completely this game. The 4-0 very early on is always tough to come back from. I would say Pluto's definitely in a dip of 1v1 farm. Oh, there we go. A bit of a freestyle in that one. Mijo trying to get underneath the ball and lift it up and over Plu'oh. He's looking for more demos. Is Mijo tips the ball away from his own net. It should be a goal for Plu'oh though, and he Brazils himself in the right order as well. I really feel like we should only call it a Brazil if it goes from 7-0 to 7-1. We need to make that meme a little bit more specific in my opinion. Ask Mijo for his settings. They just look like greasy settings to me. Or Devo settings. They just look like pretty standard high FOV settings if you ask me. Both these guys, pretty standard settings. All the pro player settings are starting to normalize. I feel like eventually everybody's going to drop their FOV slightly below 110 and have pretty normal angle and height. Maybe drop the angle a tiny bit to 3 or 4 degrees. Mijo gives Plu'oh a love tap to finish off the game. 7-2 is the score. Mijo looking comfortable and reaffirming himself as America's new highest rated 1v1 player. Oh, I nearly wrote Pluto, but I'll make it Plu'oh. Gotta make it Plu'oh. Nearly got the scores aligned. That's close enough. We'll try one better. Let's make one more space. Beautiful production quality. Look at that. How does he do it? Tell Plu'oh to tell his mum to give back the controller. Wow. When Vic mentioned me, you actually lost it. Really? You're gonna have to give me a link to that video, dude. If somebody's got a link to the video of that channel giving me a shout out, then definitely email me the link or DM it to me on Twitter or something. I need to see that. It's pretty funny. Do they play Rocket League? Like, I'm gonna be reaching out to, you know, personalities on YouTube and Twitch, just esports in general, and try and, you know, collab with them, maybe get them to play Rocket League and I'll cast their game. Oh, the delayed flick by Mijo, just effortless, so controlled, perfect timing on it. Plu'oh was very close to getting a touch on this one. It's so hard though when somebody is so competent at getting that flick as Mijo is. The only way for Plu'oh to challenge that is to double jump, and that's such a commitment of resources in boost and positioning. Okay, Pluto's gonna run this very far up the wall. I don't really agree with that play because now he's in a pretty tough spot. Gave Mijo a lot of time to recover. Yeah, whisper Softcoat the link. That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. Thank you, Softcoat. Well, Plu'oh prioritizing that boost a bit highly. I don't feel like that was a good decision either. Put him on the... It just put himself backwards to the ball for no reason. Also, I don't know if I gave enough attention to the fact that Plu'oh was actually playing the Octane. Very interesting to see that. He's been a Dominus player for the longest time now, and he's actually playing Octane. Oh, the 50-50 of Mijo is so solid. Mijo's just very much looking like an extremely solid ones player at the moment. We'll have to see if he can continue this run of form. I believe he told me that he was going to suck right now. He said that before we started, but it's definitely not looking that way. So difficult for Plu'oh to defend these attacks. He's letting Mijo get so close, and Mijo is so comfortable at throwing the ball into the top of the net. He's been Octane for a while now. What, since he came back from the LAN or something? He did play some Esper, this is true. I'm loving the new ZSR, the new Octane model, to be honest. Very glad with what they've done with it. Oh my goodness, Mijo's dribbles are just rinsing Plu'oh. Plu'oh's got to stop giving Mijo this much space, because Mijo's showing us that when he's been given space, he is very, very capable of doing the utmost with it. Just keeping the ball barely away from Plu'oh's grasp. Not for the first time. And he's off to another heavy advantage. Not the cleanest landing there for Mijo, but Plu'oh's backed off again. He's backing off a lot, giving Mijo a lot of space this game. Now he's got a chance to do something with the ball himself. I like that he's starting off a bounce dribble, and both of them go equal in that 50-50. Solid mechanics from the pair of them. I think Mijo actually got the boost there. Yes, he did. And that's awkward for Plu'oh. That would definitely have annoyed Plu'oh, the fact that Mijo got that boost. Oh, the jump! Mijo dodges the bump attempt, and now he's going to trip up Plu'oh on his own half. Oh no, nothing's going well for Plu'oh. He's just boxed in. Literally boxed in. So difficult for him to do anything productive in this position. Mijo is just denying him the boost. He's dribbling the ball at will. Plu'oh's got to pick up the charity pads. Good job by him though to be able to path and pick up so many as he does though. Oh, he goes for the dodge underneath the ball to crossbar the ball into his own net. Mijo looking so controlled right now though. It doesn't look like Plu'oh's threatening a goal at all. We have to remember he got one goal after Mijo had scored 7 last game, and then he got his second goal with a kickoff goal, which is not good news for Plu'oh. The fact that he's only down by 2 is slightly promising, but he needs to do a lot more with his possession right now. He's giving it away far too easily. This is a little bit of an improvement, at least threatening a shot in front of the net. Mijo does come out better once again though. Just so controlled right now by Mijo. The boost control and the ball control, both there in abundance, making life so difficult for the veteran. Oh, he gets him on the demo again, on the wall. I feel like one touch and a shot is not a bad option here. Pretty linear on the approach, will take away a lot of the power from that shot though. More wall bumps, and I think, yeah, Plu'oh finally manages to win a race to the boost, and he's going to be rewarded with a breakaway. Mijo slow on the approach. There's a tough angle. Oh, Plu'oh's rushed it. Mijo centers it though. Misplay after misplay. Mijo was given an early Christmas present right here when Plu'oh just missed on his aerial, but then he centers the ball, failed to pinch clear it. Why do I feel a -5 camera angle is not optimal? Because you look down at the ball too much. Looks down at the ball too much. You don't really need that. The more straight on you're looking at the ball, in theory, the more realistic the information that you see is. How does Mijo win that 50-50? And he's just jumping over Plu'oh again. Mijo, how does he do it? He's just inside Plu'oh's head right now. Just jumps blind over the demo attempt, and then he just bumps Plu'oh out the way. Oh my goodness. That's why you play with the sound cue, ladies and gentlemen. You can hear him coming. Beautiful jump by Mijo, dodging that demo attempt. I missed a sub. Yeah, I'm not gonna give shout outs to subs mid games. It's too hard to catch them all. And there we go. Easy wall dribble for Mijo. Yeah, ZSR and the normal Octane are the same. Mijo knew that that first touch was going to be exactly what he wanted. He just sat on Plu'oh's head at the near post as well. Don't worry, I'll shout out subs between games, guys. Fear not. I'll shout out subs between games. Suddenly, what looked like a close game is right back in Mijo's favor. 5-1, 7-2 game 1, 5-1 in game 2. And it could be more. This is a deadly position. Goes for the fake. Plu'oh barely manages to get a piece of the ball. I do like what Mijo just did there. He's not shown that move yet. He's been throwing the ball over Plu'oh's head, and when that happens, the defender is of course more likely to go high into a challenge. But speaking of high into a challenge, it doesn't matter how high you go into this one. Well played by Plu'oh. Notice how he gets the ball in the back of his car and then backflips, just to get the flick to go exceptionally high up in the air, almost vertical. Where's the chat overlay? It's broken right now. I don't know what's wrong with it, but I'll have to refresh that. I keep forgetting to. So yeah, YouTube. This is live streamed. If I talk to the chat and you don't see the message that I'm talking to, I apologize. Usually that's the main reason I have a chat on screen, so people can see what the chat is up to. Fake aerial by Mijo will get Plu'oh to jump as well. It's just that sound cue of the fake aerial. Oh, and he's done enough boost starving. There we go. Boost starve does lead into a goal on occasion. Game is already over, but Plu'oh, after losing a 50-50 in the midfield, just had no boost left to recover. You just got a timestamp? Oh, you don't have the link to the video, just a timestamp? Oh, thanks, Softgoat. Thank you. Maybe we'll check that after the game as well. Can you save that, Softgoat? Or maybe I can copy paste it if I'm fast. Got it. Alright, let me very quickly check the Streamlabs. Thanks for the chairs, KLU. Road to Grand Butts with the sub. I appreciate that, dude. 3 months from Gold T33F. Is this the right type, Moi? I think did I see XVK1? I think I did, but thanks for the subs, guys. I appreciate that. Sorry if I missed one. Be sure to call me out on it if I do miss a sub. Oh yeah, I forgot to change this overlay. Sounds more like an affectionate. Yeah, see, that's something that's pretty common in the UK. Is calling just anyone who's called John, calling them Johnny Boy is pretty normal. So it might just be somebody else. Alright, Plu'oh takes the blue card this game. Mijo says, why Plu'oh? Plu'oh says, I'm in the lead. He's taking it. I'm loving Mijo's car. Bringing the Rose back. The Rose is one of the best antennas in my opinion. Very high definition. Lots of petals. That's what you like to see. I missed you. No, I didn't, dude. He's talking about John Sandman, not me. Yeah, that would make sense. See, calling people Johnny Boy is a very UK/Scottish thing to do. There we go, some speed from Plu'oh to match Mijo. Mijo's been zooming around the field, taking everything that he wants. But now Plu'oh with one touch and a side flip shot. Great read by Plu'oh, knowing where that ball would end up. Yeah, that's why I called myself Johnny Boy. I wanted a name. I wanted an IGN that would also have my name in it. And Johnny Boy is a pretty standard nickname for people who are called John in the UK. Plu'oh, where's this Plu'oh been for game 1 and 2? Look at this guy. He's absolutely outpacing Mijo all of a sudden. Mijo is not ready for this speed increase. Plu'oh just one touch, bang, easy. Don't I have a 144 Hz monitor? I do. I absolutely do. Also, I think that's Twitch alert's just broken. I feel like every alerts is... No, it's not broken. I didn't hear either of those. Maybe those subs are just going to pop up right now. Do I think Cucks will win the 12 Titans tournament? I think... hard to say, actually. I think Scrub is probably the favorite. Scrub's probably the favorite. But Cucks is a beast in ones. It depends if Marky plays. If Marky plays, Scrub is the favorite. If Marky doesn't play, then maybe Cucks is the favorite. Okay, Streamlabs is working, that's good news. Because, like I've said before, Cucks, Marky, and Scrub are kind of the triangle, the trifecta of 1v1 gods, where they all just beat each other in a triangle of awesomeness. But if Marky doesn't play, I don't know if he will, maybe he will. He has been in Japan for a while, but he might have agreed to play. If Marky doesn't play, then who's going to beat Cucks, right? Oh, my description still says 2 times 60 Hz. Okay, I should fix that. Yeah, I got a 144. Forgot to update my hardware description. Meanwhile, Plu'oh has dropped a couple of goals. I've kind of been distracted, but not much to say about them. Just a couple of defensive misplays. He is very scared to just leave a ball high up in the air around about his own net, which is perfectly understandable when you have Mijo facing up against you. It doesn't feel safe to leave any ball uncontested. And yeah, sometimes that will lead to going up for a ball that you really should have no business going up for. Can RL actually run it 250 FPS? Yeah, it can. It's different. I don't know why. I'm not very good at explaining, but it does look smoother when you have 250 FPS than 144 FPS. Regardless if your monitor's refresh rate. They're two separate things. Oh, the moves. Mijo does manage to read that. Plu'oh was faking a far post shot. Side flips it to the near post. Nice recovery though. Plu'oh is up by 2 again. Could Mijo have done better here? The recovery was good enough, but he did not expect Plu'oh to go up for this at all. Look at that. Mijo hesitated. He could have taken that ball out of the sky. Plu'oh saw that hesitation and pounced. That's something that a lot of you in your ones games, or a lot of us in our ones games, just need to do, is when you see that hesitation from your opponent, just go for the ball. Just go for it. As soon as you see any hesitation at all, punish, because those are the opportunities that the pro players are so good at taking. Oh, the fake into the bump actually for Plu'oh. This is a bit of a weird position. Both players side onto the ball. Nobody with a straight run at it. Plu'oh has no boost though. He's going to be so careful. He should be able to collect some charity pads though on his return to net. And both players matrixing the ball. This is very strange to see. A lot of misplays coming in. Very small misplays, but misplays nonetheless. That's a good setup by Plu'oh. Gonna force Mijo to use some boost just to get this ball clear from danger. And now the pressure is still there. Surprised that Plu'oh did not steal that corner boost though. I didn't see what his line out of Mijo's box was. But leaving that corner boost for Mijo did allow Mijo a comfortable recovery. He's another jump over Plu'oh. He's incoming. Mijo's so good at that. Jumping over the incoming attacker. He's also trying to trip Plu'oh quite a lot this game. Just get underneath him. It can be just as effective as a demo to trip up your opponent like that. Sometimes more effective, depending where in the field you are. Oh, the delayed flick. This time Plu'oh gets it with the double jump into his own crossbar. Perfect timing on that. Mijo's, it's the first time in the series that he's been down by 2 goals, and he's been down for a long time. Near post shot is awkward to deal with. He should be able to put this on net, but Plu'oh with a quick recovery. Well played. Barely getting enough height on that initial save to keep it out of danger, but Plu'oh is so low on boost right now. Mijo stealing boost from the corners, running the ball across the net repeatedly. 1 minute remaining. All he needs is 1 goal, and we're back to a kickoff. Very volatile situation. Oh, and Plu'oh with the fake challenge doesn't work. He's got another save to make. Nicely done though. Gets it to the side. And he's picking up the charity pads. And he makes a brilliant challenge. Plu'oh finds the gap in Mijo's offense. And now he's right back on the pressuring side. Mijo's got a lot of work to do this game. Plu'oh's defense looking a lot better. And despite this fake, Mijo manages to pull out. He doesn't have anywhere to take the ball. And Plu'oh should have another goal here. Oh, he's at the crossbar. Mijo still down by 2 though. Plu'oh, if he just sticks on the ball, will win game 3, despite dropping game 1 and 2 quite spectacularly. And that's surely enough now. Plu'oh with a power clear. Mijo running for the hills, only able to get 2 goals this game, despite the fact that he racked up far more. I think it was 7 in game 1, and did he score 5 or 6 in game 2? I forget. Plu'oh, can he do the impossible? He's trying to get underneath this ball, doesn't have enough boost to do so. 2-1. Very interesting to see Plu'oh changing up his offense at the start of the game was so much quicker than it was in the first 2 games. And he was actually able to deal with all of Mijo's flicks this game, which is a huge deal. If you can deal with Mijo's flicks, then you don't need to pre-jump a ton. I think, yeah, I did update the score. Oh, Plu'oh's blue team's gone, and now Mijo back where he is perhaps most comfortable. Plu'oh definitely wanted that blue team. This is a bit of an awkward situation. Plu'oh somehow gets skied. I don't know exactly how that happened, and I don't think we're going to be able to see it on the replay either, because it happened quite a while ago. But Plu'oh coming out vastly second best in that situation. Didn't even have any boost to fly onto the wall. Did I see Ryan's message? Yeah. I didn't reply because I'm busy. Right, Mijo this time starts off the game pretty well. Feels bad, man, for Plu'oh, because it was a little bit of an awkward situation. Of course, Plu'oh didn't need to overextend into Mijo's half like that. Oh, nicely done. Mijo 1 step ahead, this time on the dribble. He goes for the bounce dribble, sees Plu'oh moving forward, waits for the commit right there. He sees Plu'oh start to boost and he pops it. Really nice timing. Where's the Twitch alerts? Twitch alerts has been a bit weird today. Maybe it didn't work. I'll try and spot anything that I miss. I'll do it in between games. Well, feels backflip for Mijo. Gives Plu'oh a chance to set up for Plu'oh. Is a little bit too high though. Difficult to follow up on a pass to yourself that hits off the middle of the goal. Or the middle of the crossbar at an angle because it naturally clears itself to the side. And we're back to the situation that we're a lot more used to. Plu'oh losing in goals. But that's a nice first touch. Mijo did not expect Plu'oh to be able to set up a shot right here. It's a great first touch actually by Plu'oh. Look at that. Just chips it up onto the wall and another touch immediately after. Beautifully done. Blue team too strong. Apparently. This time fake kickoff by Plu'oh doesn't really work very well because Mijo's come out with the possession and the boost. Maybe Pluto's just trying to avoid kickoff goals entirely. Nice challenge though. Evens up the play. Oh, he had a shot, but he had to take the early touch or Mijo would have been back to defend it. So he couldn't do anything except miss. I'm surprised that Plu'oh didn't go for a mind game right there. The shot was never going to be a powerful one. Mijo lunging across the goal with a lot of momentum. Plu'oh's going to ground the dribble pretty early. He does not want to get dunked on. He's afraid to bounce this ball too high versus Mijo. There we go. Breakaway for Plu'oh. He's checking behind him. Does not want to get demoed. Boost grab on the way. Well played by Mijo, getting on the goal side of that play. Plu'oh is going to go for shenanigans. Try and pop it off the wall and into the net. Oh, gets a nice bump on Mijo, does Plu'oh. And another one. He'll be wondering why that didn't demo Mijo. He must have just lost Supersonic last second, but another bump! Holy savage play by Plu'oh. Opens up the net with the second bump. You got one in the midfield, then another love tap, despite the fact that Mijo did manage to recover on the wall. No boost left to make the interception. Beautiful play by Plu'oh, ties up the game. Bumps just as good as demos in some situations. That's a pretty hilarious one as well. Bumps look so funny sometimes. Suddenly we've got a very close series. This is looking a lot like the first series that I casted today with K-Dop and Pornflakes. It started off very one-sided for K-Dop, and then suddenly as the series went on, we got some close games, and a chance for Plu'oh to do what Pornflakes could not, and that is tie up the series, but Mijo is not done yet. Plu'oh says my fault in the chat. This is giving Mijo far too much space to snipe that long shot. Pros and cons of full ball camera. Pros, you need less inputs to actually change the, like, pressing the button and releasing it is a full on and off with hold. Whereas you need to press it on and off twice to do a full on and off ball cam without hold ball cam. So it's faster in theory to use hold, but it's also, you need to have another free finger, I guess, to do that with. Oh, Plu'oh so close, barely gets a touch on this. Mijo is trying to give it a little bit of a doink into the net. Very surprised to see Mijo go up for that aerial, given it how close Plu'oh was to the ball. With one goal in it, I would not expect Mijo to be taking risks like that. Nice catch, though, by Mijo. In a tricky situation. Oh, they're just side-by-side. Boost collection metagame is back. Welcome to North America. Oh, missing on the open net is Mijo. Maybe going for wall bumps. He's got to look out though. Plu'oh could have shot that into the open net. Tricky wall shot regardless. And wall shots are starting to become much more of a thing in 1v1s, but oh my goodness, Mijo back with the dribbles. Plu'oh had his number last game in the midfield, but Mijo's changed it up. He just sees Plu'oh so close, pops it right before Pluto's got a chance to backflip into him. I was going to talk about wall shots so very briefly. Way back at the start of Rocket League, wall shots in 1v1 were pretty much a no-no, because people were not good enough at getting consistently powerful wall shots to make it a reliable strategy. But now with how accurate people are, both at shooting the ball and how quick people are at recovering on their wheels with adequate boost to get back into the play and make critical saves, wall shots are becoming much, much more viable. And not just wall shots, but wall shots into rebounds, wall shots into more touches, air dribble-esque style, or even just a full-on air dribble starting from the wall. All these things are going to become more and more viable as players get better at the game. But obviously defenders get better at defending against that. Oh my goodness, Mijo did not think Plu'oh was going to stick close to that one. So it's a bit of a back and forth. the worse people are at defending against a certain skill, the better the skill will be. And right now, wall shots and air dribbles off walls in 1v1s are still kind of a rarity, so people are not 100% comfortable defending against them. That's why we see them work more often than they should. And rebounds, same thing. It's so much easier for an attacker to rebound the ball than it is for the defender, like we just saw Plu'oh with that rebound by a mile. There we go, does present the open net. It's already over though. 2 goal was the difference with 5 seconds left. Plu'oh knew that that was game. He's already going into the midfield. That's GG. Well played. A resurgence from Plu'oh, not quite enough to take down the mighty Mijo, who will take this 3-1. Similar score, or same score exactly as we just saw between K-Dop and Pornflakes. The favorite does come out on top here, but Plu'oh looking a lot better in games 3 and 4. GG's, lads. I'll call it at that. Just because want to keep it fresh, you know. But there we go. Mijo definitely a formidable ones player. Really formidable ones player now. Very, very impressed with what he's done. Must be the blue team. Yeah, blue team won every single game right there. Must be blue team. That's very impressive though by very impressive by Mijo. His defense is looking so much more solid than it did previously. So much more solid. That's the major change that I see. The shout out. Alright, let's see if this is actually a shout out. I don't know if it is. It's probably just using Johnny Boy as an affectionate nickname rather than actually me. How do I... This video is not working. How do I do this? Fix chat? Yeah, I'll try and fix the chat. You need to skip the 2-minute mark? Yeah, I did. Joe Mitz, that's a little bit too much one-man spam for my liking. Naughty step for you, buddy. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, also subs. Zeocron, thank you for the sub, my man. Iron Hand Smithy with 2 months in a row. Boy, hello, moi, moi, moi. Funky Pot, 2 months in a row as well. And Incredibacon. What up, Incredibacon? It was sad not to see you at Insomnia this time. Hopefully you can make it to I-60. Did I miss anybody else? Krazonger, 2 months in a row. The J-Ray, a new sub, and Road to Grand Butts. I already give you a shout out, but that's an awesome name. Thanks a lot, my man. I appreciate that. And all the chairs that are happening, like I said earlier, I don't really have a reliable way to keep up with those, but thanks a lot, guys, for supporting the stream. As soon as I find a way that I can filter out like all of the spam of 1-bit chairs from the Streamlabs, then we'll be good to go. Alright, let's